How's it going, guys? So during a QA session between Sony Computer Entertainment's Andrew House, a couple things were brought up as to the future of the PlayStation 4, and within this QA session, he mentioned that there are three very direct directions, I should say, that the PlayStation 4 is going to take. Now, without going through quotes and everything, I'm going to come out and say it. He said streaming, sensor technology, and virtual reality. So first off, let's look at streaming. Streaming, what are they doing with streaming? Andrew House went on to talk about music and video such as Netflix and, you know, Google Play Music Unlimited or Spotify or whatever. All of those services are streaming based. Yeah, there's other ways as far as Google Play goes. You can download and put your own music and stuff. But ultimately, it's a very big streaming service just like Spotify or other services out there. Now, he looked at that and said, hey, these are big for their mediums, video and audio. Now, how about video games? Now that's what they're trying to do with PlayStation Now. So I see where he's going with this, and I never actually looked at it this way. At least I don't think so. I mean, maybe I looked at it in the video sense, but I never thought to look at the music industry and how much these streaming services exploded onto the scene with Spotify and Pandora. But yeah, I was really delighted to actually read that and really see, oh, hey, this makes more sense now. I'm not saying PlayStation Now is going to be amazing now, but I see where they can get the idea that it could be very good. Moving on to sensor technology, he went on to talk about fitness and stuff like that, to sort of, you know, have wearables and stuff like that. I don't really see them doing anything like that currently, but of course the PlayStation Move can come into play, the PlayStation Camera can come into play. I know Sony has two smartwatches, and then a new more simplistic design watch. I don't remember what it does. I know it still connects to your phone and stuff, but I think it was more of a fitness tracker than a typical smartwatch. But either way, you know, I don't really see Sony doing anything with this quite yet this generation, but I'm sure within the next year or two we'll start seeing a bigger push for that. I'm really hoping they do keep PlayStation Move controllers. I think that could be a real big play on the PlayStation 4's part if they actually use the same controllers, because people are going to have them and people are going to be able to say, hey, I have those controllers, I'll take them out, rub the dust off, and get playing on the PlayStation 4. The next thing we've obviously seen explode on the scene very recently, virtual reality. Now, as far as we know, Sony and Oculus Rift are really the only ones who are really doing it. I know Samsung actually just showed off a dev kit. I don't know if it was a leak or if they actually displayed it. But virtual reality is really coming in the scene, and I can't really make up my mind as to whether or not it's going to explode or if it's going to flop like 3D games did, what, 2-3 years ago? You know, it's really up in the air right now. The way I see it as, it looks like a very luxurious item. It seems like something you would only use if, you know, you had the sense of luxury, if you had the ability to purchase luxuries. Of course, the PlayStation 4 is a luxury. Of course, the PlayStation 3 is a luxury. Of course, the internet is a luxury. But at the same time, virtual reality headsets or sets just seem like on a different level. That's my opinion. Again, I don't know pricing or anything like that. But it seems like something that isn't really necessary to enjoy yourself playing a game. But at the same time, I truly believe the experience will be pretty cool, you know, virtually awesome, if that makes sense. I have no doubt the fact that it seems really, really cool. The only problem is it going to be cool enough for people to buy into, and for developers to invest in? Those are the two big questions. Are people going to buy it, and are developers going to develop for it? That's just my take on it. But, you know, like I said, it's exploding on the scene right now as far as development goes, but we've yet to see it in the consumer hands outside of, well, no, we've yet to really see it in consumer hands. Yeah, Oculus Rift models are running around and people play with them, but it's not like on store shelves or anything, you know. It's a very, very limited product, so we'll just have to wait and see what Sony does with virtual reality with Project Morpheus. So I'm excited to see what they do with that, of course, but I remain skeptical. So yeah, I think this was an interesting read over at IGN.com. the future of the PlayStation 4 to explore 3 key things. And Andrew House talked about these things: the streaming, the sensor technology, and the virtual reality. So like I said, very interesting stuff. I'm excited to see what they do with the PlayStation 4 in the coming years, but I will always remain skeptical of, you know, any sort of new, I don't want to say format, but format basically, whether it's the Wii or, you know, PlayStation Move or the Kinect, whatever it may be. Remain skeptical. At least I will. So yeah, I want to hear what you guys think about this. Leave thoughts, comments down below. Don't forget to rate the video and subscribe if you want to see more. So until next time, guys, take it easy.